Division rematch, Brock. One side taking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge.
Gave the doggies a bath.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something,
Get them all
Brock.
cleaned up.
It's,
contempt. It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper.
Thought I'd give them a bath, get them washed up.
The fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And away we go from East Rutherford.
Was just a little bit ago in
Chanel to
party
return
chat
it.
with my nephew.
And he's out a little short of the 30.
Monica's
So
brother.
out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
As you take the field coming
was
off
in
of a
there
real
chatting
late
with him
season
for a little
bye,
bit.
you just
Just saw
want to
that he was in a-
maximize what last
had
week was all
a,
about.
chat
Making sure
open,
that physically,
sitting
mentally,
there,
emotionally, you're
by himself.
recharged so you can go attack
like,
the
oh,
final
hi.
stretch of this season.
Pop in and say what up.
So their offense out now to get this
He
game
wasn't
started.
expecting me to
It's
come
first
in
and
either,
10.
though. But yeah,
Straight to the air they
came
go.
in and was like, "Hey, dude, what's
That's to
up?"
his running back, Devin
How you
Singletary.
doing? Talked to him.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care
Don't
how,
have a problem.
I don't care when. Just find
Checking in on
unique
my
ways to
nephew
get this
every
running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make
They
it pay.
live up in Minnesota now.
Here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And it's a turnover.
6
The
hour
defense
drive.
has it. Man, this is a tough ask of
They
your
live up in
defense
Baxter.
so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short
Lucy, quit.
notice and a short field after
They
you
live up
fumble
in
it away.
Baxter,
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to
Baxter,
live for.
Minnesota.
Right? This is called
It's,
sudden change. They practice this. And
2
it's
hour,
your time
5-minute
to put out this
drive
fire.
from
So
their
out
house
comes their offense for its
to
first possession of the game.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual
6
threat
hour
young
drive for
quarterbacks.
us.
He was
I was
taken
like, oh, okay,
second in
cool.
2024.
That's not that far.
Jaden Daniels.
6 hour
Okay,
drive.
sometimes they say
That's
great
something that we
quarterbacks
could
are
do
like
on
great
a
point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball
do
with the
for like
assist to turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist to
vacay
turnover
trip.
ratio that will
Just
win
take
you
a
ball
vacay
games.
to
Same
Minnesota,
with
go
quarterback.
see her. No.
3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And Haley can see her mom's cousin, Josh. Jason.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket.
Cousin Jason.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
Jason lives up there, too.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But
We haven't seen
starting
him,
out, we all
him
welcome the quick
since,
score.
Yeah, not
Haley
a lot
was a
of
baby.
energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got
That
a
was
couple
when we
plays
went
into
out
their
to Vegas
strategy,
for
and they
our,
found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Yeah.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. It goes down as a gain of nothing on the run, and now they're left with 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Alert! Alert!
Pass play coming here. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it.
Boom.
Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. Jukes out a one-stop. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Dragons and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on. Hey.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play fake here, Daniels. Rolling out to his left. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dragons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Chenault on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. Ready. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Leo Mack.
The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest.
Mack attack. Watch out.
44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer.
Might be old.
Fielded at his own 48.
Right now. But not this season.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Daniels on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect.
Big game downfield. And in for the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons push their lead to 21-zip already. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Chenault on the return. Returns looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Giants offense all set to get started. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching.
There you go. They got their first down.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Got the very
Offense
first
set for a first and 10. Here's Singletary again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Minute of period.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 21-0 our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have second down behind the sticks. That's into the hands of Singletary. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense
How about we go back
again.
Let's go back all the way to where the line
Okay.
was before you got your first.
Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dragons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback.
Well, here in a little bit, I got to get
through
that
November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
Sauce going. And then I have to wake him up here soon anyways because we got to go to the store and get him.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Buying some time right. He's on the move. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Ready.
On first down, here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons running away so far. We've got a 27-zip gain. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's an option play to the left. They pitch it out to him here. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
Connects with Johnson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is.
Ready.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's picked up by the defense. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Dragons blowing them out now, 34-zip. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead.
Give him a little bit to rest that foot up a little bit. He'll come back out when he's ready.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, no. He lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know they like to say about sports, it's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Dragons capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against the defense who was out there.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands.
Quarterback made it in there. Wide receiver
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again.
Darn good pass right there.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Singletary. And this one doesn't go far. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants are on the move here. J.K. Scott on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, downing it at the 7. The Dragons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Here we go.
Singletary. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal. That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Dragons get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead.
What's up, dude? Huh?
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. One last play before the break.
Here we go, shot.
He'll throw it. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Dragons out in front. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass.
Let's go Raiders.
From
10-7 over the Cowboys
game.
right now.
And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Troy Franklin, a touchdown reception.
Let's go Denver over the Eagles.
Lastly,
that helps
let's
me
head
out
up to
too.
the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. J.J. to J.J. hooking up on a touchdown pass. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He had a half for the ages. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Evans now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Robinson a first down and more. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He gained on that yellow flag. He could be in trouble for that.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away.
You'll have a look at it.
Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stat. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Gets out of trouble.
And they need to question.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Better out than him.
And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's down at 9th at the
3rd
minute.
long for him here. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped.
He's very good last time.
And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Punt taken near midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58.
Overtaken with the DRS. He's on.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Daniels to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. The Dragons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead.
Come on. Come here. There you go. Oh, you puppy dog.
Lewis is the sort of driver who will fuck the other driver up. Especially if it means he ain't gonna win the championship. Burnham can't keep it.
Oh, do do good puppy dog. Oh,
But Norris is still gaining a fraction. Good.
Get the doggy. Oh, go. Get the doggy. Get the doggy. Get the doggy. Get the doggy. No? You're not in the mood to play right now? Okay, fine. You're still kind of damp from your shower. It's real buff today. Yes, you are.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away.
He's such a stubborn pain in the butt trying
Here's
to get into
Chenault
the
on the
bathtub.
return. And the return sets them up just
Like,
beyond
once you
their
get
own
him
20.
in to the
Here
bathroom,
come the Giants, ready to take over
and
again
close
on
the door,
offense.
he's fine.
And as we're being reminded
but
of
to get
watching
him
this
to go
package, there've
into
been
the
quite a few
bathroom,
mad scrambles for
when
the
he knows it's
football in
bath
this
time,
one.
nope.
It has been put on the deck a lot, and
Nope.
unfortunately, they haven't always been there to make the recovery.
He'll get
Yeah, I
that
think
off
this
the
is,
couch,
twofold,
try to
okay?
go
I think
run
number one, this
over
is a
and
defense
hide
who has
somewhere
studied its
else,
opponent
and
and
he
their
won't want to
tendencies
move.
well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Knowing there
no,
were
come on, dude, you're
opportunities to
coming
rip
in.
the ball out of their hands. And then offensively, this
Yeah,
been a
but
mess.
this is-
This is one of those games where it's just
Yeah,
error
and
after
then
error
you
after
can
error,
see
and
it.
you know they typically come back to bite
You
you.
had to make sure the bathroom door was closed.
And the
on you.
defense is all over this one for a big
Because
loss.
they see you in the back and they just
As a
run
play
and
caller,
jump in.
Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass.
You know,
Well, they were only
Snoopy
anticipating getting the
would jump
backfield
into
and
the
making that
river
running
and
back
down there.
feel the pain.
Oh, he'll jump in the river.
Throwing on
Fucking
second and
guy
13.
went for me. I was only
Defender
got
arrives right as the
16.
ball does, and the hit knocks it
A
free.
guy went
Incomplete.
for me. Snoopy bit him. The
They
guy
haven't found it
ran.
easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just
Yeah,
like
and
that,
jumped
a
in the
big
river.
reason why.
I
And it
didn't
usually is,
expect the
Kate.
dog
I
to
love defensive
fucking
coordinators
follow
when
him.
they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of
He
that knocking the
ran
ball
over
loose.
to the island.
The
He
rush
did,
gets
and then
home, and
actually
they
from
stick
the
him.
island to the other side.
And the
And
hits
then
just
when
keep coming
Sam
for
was
them on this play,
island,
it seems.
Snoopy was
Elsewhere on the
island,
field,
I called
they've got
him
a player
back.
hurt and in need of some attention. On now comes their punter.
Yeah, the fucking
And
guy
he's
was
been getting
gobsmacked
all of it every
when
time
the
out.
dog followed him in.
Getting about 50
Little
yards of
Jack
boots so
Russell.
far, and here's another
He
quality effort.
had no chance.
He
to
takes this
keep
in
him
on
up
his
with the
side of
guy
midfield.
swimming, but
And he's going to set him up with a pretty
fucking
short
great
field here,
stuff,
Brock,
right?
after getting a big chunk on that return.
Snoopy, I'd be in the park arguing with the guy. Snoopy would walk out of the bushes and stand behind. And
They're
just
set up
watch
at the
what's
35
going on.
now.
If I told him to go for it, he'd go for it. Or if the guy started to get close to me, he'd go
First
for
and
it.
10, around to Robinson.
He would.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
On first down, here's Eckler. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost.
The
He
guy
busts those
don't
tackles.
fucking like it, go to the police. We're not paying fuck all. Your dog wasn't on the lead. Our dog was.
On the ready.
Right on the doorstep
don't
now.
like it,
Here's
go
first and goal from inside the 1.
Ready.
Never got a fucking
Here's
penny.
Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Come on.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dragons running them out of the building. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
3 seconds behind. Nice.
All right, this is game, man. I'm not trying to run it up any further. Let this run out.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And yet
66
another
zip.
challenger is
That's
vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.
That fireman game.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dragons emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.
But the only Christmas presents I've got to give them is 2 great nieces in London.
What, did you sell your freaking Porsche to freaking, what's his face, Diz Collins?
No, I got £30,000 off Porsche for letting them have the car for the summer.
Oh. I was going to say, what the...
They took the car away in March, and we got it back about a month ago. They took it to shows all over Europe. It stood in a showroom, a couple of different showrooms as well for a few days here and there. But they're on about doing it again next year. But I don't think I'm going to let it go next year. And I'm undecided about my daughter. I told her I don't like the fact that you're going to drive it. But it's a fucking young girl. She's gonna drive it whether you want her to or not. I prefer to sell it and get her a model. Anthony's waiting for a email off Dennis Collins.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got Porsche like mine, but it ain't in as good a condition, and he does drive it occasionally. He's drove it on the show a couple of times. And I've told Anthony, see if he wants to buy it and throw that car in with it. They reckon it's worth about $40,000. So I'd consider letting him have mine for about 90 with that one as well. And then let Nina have the not as good one. And the only reason it's not as good is because it ain't original parts.
Right.
You know, Dennis Collins has had the engine done, has had the brakes done. But yeah, Dennis Collins won't really put any miles on it. Every car he has, he drives at least once. But this is a car he'll have for the rest of his life. He even tried to get Richard Rawlins on the act. But I told Anthony, don't negotiate with Richard Rawlins. And there was another fucking car guy, one of his mates, who's emailed Anthony as well. And I've told Anthony, don't deal with him.
Right.
But Nina's considering, or reconsidering, I should say, about my car. I've explained to her why. She's been driving her mum's i8 while she's been in Canada. She has, and she loves the looks she gets off guys when she gets out of it.
First in ticket sales. Dang.
Yeah. On the podium. If he gets a 10-second.
It's only a matter of time before the team defenses make adjustments. Doesn't matter if they make adjustments or not. They're still not gonna do it. All right, well, we're gonna end that here. Peace out, people.